This is a county line 6-foot tiller from Tractor Supply. I bought it brand new, run it about 2 hours. This seal right here started leaking. That's the old one. I was going to replace it and did. The instructions say that you can take this gearbox off by undoing 4 bolts right there. That center hole is for the oil drain, that you're supposed to be able to undo those 4 bolts. The 2 bolts I have sticking out top, take this gearbox, slide it this way, and that will make it come off of this shaft, and you can pull the gearbox out and either turn it over for reverse time or have it so you can place a seal. That does not work for me because the corner, the back corner, when I tried to slide it, hits right here before this shaft comes out of the gearbox. So I had to undo 1, 2 bolts there, and then the 4 bolts right here. When I did that, this whole side gear assembly, I was able to take it and the shaft and slide it completely off of the yellow frame. That got it out of my gearbox. I did take the gearbox off, sit it up. I took a screwdriver, stuck right here, pried, and this very easily popped out. I whipped my new seal, took a hammer, tapped it back in over this bearing, put these 2 bolts back in, just hand tighten them to hold the gearbox in place. Then I got a hold of this and slid the shaft back into my gearbox, and I'm about to put it back together. One thing that you really need to do is sit your tiller down on some blocks to start off with. I sat down 4x4s right here, but have your skids up so the tines will turn, so you can get them turned where you need to loosen the bolts up under there. Once that's done, I braced my tines on this end, and then I blocked it in front, and I put a small bottle jack back here so that I could raise and lower this while the gearbox was resting on this, to make it easy for me to align these holes and to align these bolt holes. I could, by the twisting this jack up and down, I could raise or lower this plate to align it to get these bolts in. And I turned, see, this one is hooked to the tines, which are resting on some boards right there. I could not turn my tines, but now that the shaft was in the PTO box, I could take my hand and turn the PTO shaft and spin this very easily to line them back up. So be careful, but still, this bottle jack with the brace board on the front of the yellow and the jack on the back made it very, very easy for me to align these bolts by myself. So there it is. Some Nimrod idiot at Tartar needs to be slapped for not making this angle come over to about right here, so that you could just slide this gearbox over and off of that shaft without having to take out all those extra bolts. But that's the world. The fella that designed that bent piece of metal right there probably has never touched a wrench to take the gearbox off. If he did, the next one he made would not be angled like that. Hope this helps somebody else replacing seals on a Tartar tiller.